Hello, what's up, guys? You crazy YouTube viewers, you psychedelic pimp Mac Daddy slayers. Yeah, that didn't work as much as I planned. Anyways, welcome. Boom, another podcast. Fuck the number. Fuck what's going on. We're just fucking gonna get into it. Boom. It's just one of those weeks. Today, something interesting. I've never tried a Foster's. It is brewed in the USA, but it's celebrated worldwide, and it is Australia's famous beer brand. I was gonna say bar, but I think it's beer. Original Foster's Brewery, 1888 to 1907. Over 125 years ago, during the summer of 1888, the Foster brothers gave the thirsty people of Melbourne their first taste of true refreshment. Damn, son. This is some old school shit. This is 25.4 fluid ounces. Ale with caramel color, brewed and packed under supervision of Foster's brands. So there's 25 fluid ounces, so 12 fluid ounces, which would be half of it, has, so there's 2 servings per container, 5.5% alcohol volume, 161 calories, and 12.4 grams from carbs, 0 fats, 1.3 grams of protein. So for the whole thing, you're looking at like 25 grams of carbs and 2.6 grams of protein. Again, not a good protein source, but it is a good way to get some carbs in, you know. And I guess these would be bad carbs because there's no fiber in the thing, so they're empty carbs or empty calories. But we don't give a fuck about that. We're just here to have a good time. So another week has gone by, and we're here yet again. Let's crack this baby open using my left hand here. So you know I'm handy. Bottoms up. Oh. Whoa. That's a surprising taste. I'm not gonna lie, it gives me like a tastes like the OE. Not as strong, but somewhere in between that. I don't know why, but that's the first thing that came to mind. Old English. Tastes like piss. Yeah, I don't know. It barely fits in my cup holder. This thing is fucking huge, bro. It's like a little, I guess instead of long, it's like a chode, you know what I'm saying? It's a small little thing. But it's girthy. It's not bad, you know? It's cool. It tastes good. I mean, would I buy it again? Sure, why not? You know, just to have some variety, you know, not drink the same thing all the time. If I were to rate it, I would have to say, give it about a 7. 7.2. 7.2. 7 deuce. And next week or the next time I do a podcast, there's a blue one there. And I'll get to try that one. And for those of you who haven't seen any of the other videos, I basically just grab a beer and we just get into it, you know? Let's talk about it. Let's see what's out there. What's going on in the world? What does an average Joe doing in an average world, or a not so average world? Because I mean, there's some pretty cool fucking people out there. And there's also some pretty not cool people out there. Oh wow. Sheesh. So to pick up on last week, there was there was a freeway wall that was tagged up with R.I.P. Brenton Wood. And if you guys don't know who Brenton Wood is, go ahead and look it up. The guy made some pretty decent music back in the day. They're oldies. Anyway, so there was tagging on the wall, and it's gone. And I saw it about 2 weeks ago. That's the last time I recorded a podcast, and it's gone. It's already been painted over. Obviously, the city's on top of their game when it comes to that kind of stuff, and especially because it was like a very easy place to get to. There was very easy access. I mean, it's not like it was a wall or anything. It's just right on the side of a freeway. It's just a little concrete slanted wall. You don't have to when it's on the freeways and on the freeway signs, those typically stay up for a while. They don't go away. They don't go away that quick. I was surprised, and the fact that it looked decent, the writing was cool. Unless somebody went and fucked it up, and maybe that's why they painted over it. I don't know. But I thought, hey, it's like a mural. It's art at that point. Yeah, it's on city property and shit. Maybe there's locations where people can tag shit up, but I mean, I liked it. I wasn't hurting nobody. It wasn't something vulgar. It wasn't something that you would mind seeing. I mean, unless obviously a Karen or somebody's gonna complain. Oh, fun thing happened today. So, lady pulls up next to me when I'm at a red light, and she tells me my brake lights ain't working. In which case, she's wearing glasses, and it's pretty bright. We were driving, in the sun, so I was like, I don't know if you could really see. She may be right. I don't know. That's something I'm gonna have to check out. It's gonna suck if they're out, because then I gotta fix them. Hopefully, it's just the bulb. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to check when it gets a little bit darker, because right now, if I put them on, you can't see the reflection in the building behind me because the light's still out. So maybe by the time I leave here, it'll be dark enough for me to check. Because you can't get pulled over for that, and I ain't looking to get no tickets. I'm looking to just cruise, going home, do my thing, finish my day off, I haven't really heard anything like crazy happening on this week. However, I do have a birthday party for my son coming up, and we're gonna do something this Saturday. And I was just curious as to what's fun for these kids nowadays. Like I know my boy, play with him all the time. He likes Fortnite, he likes Roblox, stuff like that. But I don't just want to get him V-Bucks or Robux. So what would be something cool? By the time this came out, the party's already over. But for future, he's 11. He's gonna be 11. So I think he's going to his friend's birthday party, which is the following day, so on Sunday, and they're going to Sky Zone, I believe. It's like a trampoline place, but I mean, those are all places I've taken him to already. Is it cool to take him back to the same locations? Or I know one year we took him to Chuck E. Cheese. He really liked that. He loves going to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know if it's for the games. I think it's more the arcade games, not so much for the tickets. The tickets are, I don't know if you guys ever gone to Chuck E. Cheese, but it's pretty cool. They used to have a Nickel City down here, but the Nickel City's gone. Nickel City was cool. Everything was actually a nickel. Well, no, they lie to you. It's not nickel. They got nickel machines, but some of them are like 5 nickels, 6 nickels, It's always like, you would think that everything in there is a nickel, but no, it's not. It's like if you go to the Dollar Tree or the dollar store, everything is not $1. They're in dollar increments, but some things are $2, some things are $3. There's another store that's called, it's not Big Five. That's a sporting goods store. Forget the name of the store, but they sell things that are $1, $3, and $5, I think. And everything in there is either that, or obviously there's items that are more expensive, but for the majority, it's that. If there are stores out there that can sell stuff at that price, why isn't everything cheaper? You know, or is it just that it was cheaply made? Maybe they're selling old Super Bowl shirts from 3 years ago. You know, maybe they're selling old NBA championship shirts. I don't know. It's crazy. Last week I got to hang out with my friends. That was pretty cool. Haven't seen those guys in forever. You know, and it makes you realize, you know, like one, you're getting older. Two, sometimes there really is no time, you know, unless you make it. So we made time to hang out. We hung out, had a couple beers, played a couple games. You know, he has kids, so you know we played some video games with the kids, and dude, we had a blast. It was cool. And obviously, you know, it was a weekday, so you know everyone's got to go home at a certain time. It's not like we can stay out all night, but it was pretty cool. It's always nice to see old faces, especially when they're people you used to see on a daily basis. I used to live with two of them. We all lived together in the house, so I mean we saw each other all the damn time. And then now we're all moving out. We have our families and stuff, and now you see less and less of them, you know. And then it's like, oh, the kids or parties, whatever. I mean, just, you know, even to make time to hang out with your family sometimes is crazy. Like, when was the last time you went to visit your folks? Besides the holidays, you know? Because the holidays, I know everyone's always like, oh, yeah, we're going to go spend time with the family. And that's like once a year or twice a year, you know? So how often do you really go see them? How often do you call them on the phone? Just be like, hey, how you doing? I miss you, I love you, whatever. Obviously, with your friends, you're not going to call them, tell them all that. It's a little weird, but, you know, there are some emotions there, because it's like, it's a sense of like freedom, you know, when you hang out with them. And time flies so quick. It's like when you're a kid and you go outside to play, and you know you got to come in when the sun goes down. And you already come in when the moon's straight up and it's dark. Right? The sun ain't even out no more. And you tell your mom, hey, or your dad, or whoever your parents were at the time, hey, lost track of time. And then you get a whooping. You get spanked with the belt, whatever, you know, you get smacked for not listening, for being out late. You get grounded, you get fucking, they make you do more homework, whatever. And like as an adult, you still hang out, and it's like, damn, you want more of that time, you know? It's you're away from work. Most of the times you're not talking about stupid shit, you're just like work related and stuff. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. I'm contemplating whether I should answer or not. I can always call later. It's not that important. Obviously that person's gonna see this video and they're gonna know I chose to ignore their call, but it's alright. They'll get over it. Been hitting the gym. Woot woots. I have been getting in there. I've been pushing myself to get in there and do what I must, just to feel good about myself, you know, and to hit my goal. My goal was to at least get to 200 pounds. 200 pounds by my birthday, which is around May. So it's about 18 pounds, 16 pounds, no, 16, 13 pounds, something like that. I think I'm at 213 or 216, I don't know. It fluctuates sometimes depending on what I eat for the day. But I'm not weighing myself every day. I weigh myself once a week, typically Saturday mornings. I try not to go hard on Fridays anymore as far as like the drinking, you know, or partying or anything like that. Just trying to stay as dedicated as possible to making smart decisions, being healthy. Obviously, when I do the podcast, I have one of these, which to me is not a big deal. I have a friend who told me the other day that his New Year's resolution was not to drink for the year, for as long as he could go, you know. I tell him props to you. Congratulations. You're sticking to it. We're 2 or 3 weeks into the year. You haven't had one. Good. And he's like, yeah, I haven't hung out with no friends or nothing. And he said some of his friends are making fun of him and stuff. In which case, that's not cool. Especially if someone's like, I think it's adamant, or if somebody really looks like they want to do something because they believe in it, or they just really feel like they need to do something. I feel as a friend, obviously there's that moment where you're talking shit or whatever, and then you gotta flip that switch off real quick and be like, hey, you know what? I'm proud of you. Congratulations. You can't do this. At least give him some kind of support. Not throw shade his way or talk shit to him, and then be like, hey, oh, you a pussy, fucking, all kinds of shit, right? Like, why are you gonna stop drinking? Like, what, are you an alcoholic? And like, some people do things because they feel like it's a better decision for them. What I didn't like about this particular friend when he was telling me what he wanted to do was he was trying to make it seem like maybe I should do the same thing as well. In which case, like, I'm all for it. I completely understand why people want to stop drinking. For me, it's not that it's an excuse or anything. It's just I don't see a reason for me doing it. I can have a beer and go home and go to sleep and go to work the next day and not even bat an eye about it. I'm not worried. I'm not stressing. I'm not, oh shit, I need another beer. No. Sometimes there's days where, let's say I'm stressed out or whatever, and I feel like I need to take a moment. I don't think about going to get a beer. I don't think about, oh, I need a beer today, to help me cope. No. I have a beer. I don't know, just for the simple fact I like the flavor. I like the buzz. I like the way it makes me feel, and I don't fucking get crazy. I don't get into fights. I don't get into fights. I don't go looking for fights. I don't get confrontational with people. I don't get aggressive. I don't start yelling at people. I mean, if I had about 12 or so, then maybe that might come out. But yeah, I'm not that guy no more. I have it just to pass the time, enjoy myself. I felt weird for him to make it seem like, oh, like you should do it too. Why do you drink? I'm like, dude, don't push whatever beliefs you have or whatever problems you may have on other people, because that's just where you are in your life. Maybe somewhere down the road in my life, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to cut alcohol out. But that's going to come out of me making that decision. And in which case, most people need to be the one that make that decision. I don't need somebody to tell me that, hey, I'm doing something, so you should do it too. Well, you like eating shit. I'm not going to eat shit too, just because, oh, somebody said it was healthy or it's going to make you feel better. Or there's some people that smoke weed all the time. They tell me too that, hey, you need to smoke, man. It makes you. Now, I smoke when I want to, and that's about it. Or like, oh, you need to stop smoking cigarettes. I'm like, well, I smoke one occasionally. It's not like I do it all the time, so I'm not worried about it. I mean, some people have habits, some people don't. Some people stop doing certain things and they'll pick up another habit. They'll put down the drink, but they'll start eating more. Or let's say they stop smoking cigarettes and then they start vaping, right? It's not a cigarette, it's a vape. I think it's just as bad. And from what I've seen, it's the vape will cause your lungs to get moist, so they expand with the moisture. I mean, I'm not a scientist or a doctor. I didn't look into this shit. That's just what I've seen on either YouTube or many of the other platforms that I watch. So, I mean, nothing is out there is good for you. I mean, there's people that will tell you not to drink Coke Zero. There's people that will tell you not to drink Diet Coke. There's people that will tell you certain fat-free products are bad for you. I mean, everything is bad for you at the end of the day. And all that matters is that if you're making smart choices to have a better future for yourself, that's all that matters. Like, don't push your beliefs on anybody else. Just because you want to do something doesn't mean the people around you need to be doing the same thing. I do understand when people say that you should hang out with like-minded people, and you should. If you're hanging around people that constantly fucking drink, and you're trying not to drink, and those people aren't being supportive, or at least not making an effort to not drink around you, to make it easier for you, then you should stop hanging out with certain people. Yes, that's completely understandable. Like, let's say my friend would come to me, right? He's like, hey, dude, I'm not drinking right now. Let's go get something to eat. And then we go get something to eat, and I just start ordering drinks after drinks. I'm like, hey, come on, man, come on. And then there's just a peer pressure, there shouldn't be that when you're somebody's friend and you're trying to support them through their journey to do whatever it is that they want to do. Or let's say if I were to go out with them and I choose not to get a beer, like, I'm not going to drink in front of you because I don't want you to have that temptation. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm all for people changing things in their lives that are going to make them better. I'm just not for people trying to push whatever it is that they're feeling, whatever it is that they're going through, or whatever it is, whatever turn they want to make in their journey, a part of your journey. Like, dude, you take your own path, and I'm going to take my path this way. And if my path this way leads me to yours somewhere down the road, then we'll meet up again and we'll be down the same path. There's nothing to argue about. There's nothing to fight about. It's just you see things in a certain way and I see things in a different way. And I understand how that could be conflicting when, let's say I did have a problem drinking, right? And sometimes I wake up behind a dumpster, or I wake up in a parking lot because I fell asleep in my car. There's fucking beers everywhere. I ignore my family. I don't answer no phone calls. Nobody knows where I'm at for days, and I'm just out there spending my money buying beers everywhere. Okay, that would be somebody that you want to sit down, have a conversation with. Hey man, this is going on. It's affecting people. Whatever. Have a intervention or whatever. Now with what I'm doing, like, dude, there are times where I go overboard. I mean, I'll admit it, everybody gets those moments where either you're emotional or something happened, or let's say a relative died or something that just pushes you over the edge. And you may need somebody to come and check you and tell you something like, hey, dude, like, you fucking up right now. And that's cool. And as long as you're that person that you're telling that they're doing bad is willing to bounce back from that, then you're perfectly okay. And then some people might come back from that and be like, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna go get baptized. I'm gonna give myself to God. I'm gonna walk down this path of righteousness. I'm gonna completely change my life. I'm not drinking anymore. And that's completely okay. There's people that I know personally that have done that, and they become like pastors for a church. These to be some of the most violent people, drug addicts, alcoholics, and they completely just went straight edge. They don't do any of that anymore, and that's completely understandable. And it's something that I believe you should respect that person for doing. It's not easy, It's just I don't feel like that's me, Like, I feel like I can go to a party, have a couple of beers, hang out with some people. I'm never the guy that gets into a fight. I'm the guy that probably leaves early, or I leave last, and everything's cool. Everyone's just still laughing and stuff. So understand where you're at in your own life, and do whatever you need to do to better your life, without that interfering with you pushing your own beliefs onto other people. Like, let's say, like, with my fitness journey. Every time I go somewhere, I start talking about fitness, and for a while my friends were like, oh, here it goes again. Especially when there was somebody new around, I would try to tell, because I was excited about what I was doing. And to them, it was like, dude, we hear this shit all the time. None of us fucking want to work out. None of us want to do shit. But I didn't stop, like, saying it. I wasn't pushing it on them, It was just, I was just excited about what I was doing with my life. And then they were like, oh, shut up, just drink another beer. I'm like, oh, cool, I'll drink another beer, whatever. But again, it wasn't, there is no forcing other people to join that, or to make them want to do what you're doing, because everybody's doing their own thing at their own time, at their own pace. Some people are already running to complete their journeys that they're doing. Some people are barely starting. Some people are crawling to get to that point to even begin. Some people are hesitating. Some people are just like maybe sitting in the lobby instead of getting into where they need to get into to do what they got to do. People are at different stages in every single one of their journeys. Sorry, I swear it's crooked. I don't know. You can leave it in the comments and let me know if it is. But when it comes to life, man, you have to do what's right for you. And what may be right for you may not be right for somebody else. It's like I could make a whole diet plan that worked for me, but it's not going to work for you because your body's different than mine. We don't weigh the same. We don't have the same anatomy. Is that the word? I don't know. Maybe I gotta put the drink down. Maybe I should go to like a 12-step program and not drink no more. Psych. That's not gonna happen. Everybody's different, and everybody has their own road they gotta go down. I think that's about it for today. Gave you guys some life experience. Gave you guys some motivation. I would really appreciate it. You guys put some questions. What would you guys like to see? You know, what would you guys like to talk about? Because obviously, like, you and only you can continue to make this channel something interesting that you want to watch. And I'm willing to talk about anything and everything, from eating booty to eating more booty. No, but for real, I appreciate you guys, the followers that I do have, the people that do follow me. Thank you. Again, like always, preaching the same stories. I'm planning to post even more. I think what's holding me back most of the time is when I see it, I judge it way too much. And this is why I think, like, most people, like, they have somebody that does their editing. They have somebody that, you know, is in the background, the camera guy, whatever, and they do everything else because, you know, I'm so critical as to the aspect of what I'm doing that I'm like, oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Let me cut this out. Let me cut that. By the time I'm done, there's no video. So I'm going to continue to do what I've been planning to do. Is I'm going to give you guys the raw, uncut version of any and all of the fucking videos that I have. Instagram, I've been posting. Instagram has dropped. My followers went from almost 7K to 4K. And my boy told me it's because I haven't been posting. And he's got a point. I was posting twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. And now I'm not even doing that. And I'm not going to lie. A lot of the followers that I had were all women, which are probably fake accounts, but it was like a follow per follow type of deal. That stopped because I was like, hey, I don't need to be seeing all this booty everywhere every time I open my page. Especially when I got kids looking over my shoulder and stuff. I'm like, okay, unfollow. And then my shit just started dropping, boom, 4,000. I'm like, shit. Maybe we should start following him again. You know what I'm saying? Get those numbers up, pimping. No, but on the real, I have been posting on my Instagram. So if you guys want to go to my Instagram, I'll put the link on the bottom. I have so many videos, dude. I'm still, from what I'm uploading, I'm still uploading videos from 2023. We are now in January 2025, and I am saying this because when this comes out, at least you know that's how long it took for me to get it out there. And I know other people do shit on the daily. I don't know. I still got a full-time job. I'm trying to get rid of the damn job and fucking do this full-time too, but I gotta build my team. Talked to my boys earlier. They said they're ready to do podcasts, supposedly. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll do one on the weekend. Maybe I'll hit one this Saturday, you know, and just like a trial run. And then I'll still post it. See what happens, you know. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. If you watch it until the end. Sorry if I'm just going off the top sometimes. Right now I am. Just running out of ideas. Nah, I got 1,000,001. But anyways, the Fosters, like I said, 7.2. 7.2. Would I buy it again? Sure. I got a little cool buzz from it. Not bad. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the near future. Bye.